The usual suspects here in the Korean call. Welcome. Hey, Mountie.
Hello.
Hey, David.
Hi.
Hey, Philip. Let's see here. All right, we'll just one more minute here. We'll let everybody filter in. How's the holiday out there, huh? Korea? Been a good holiday?
Yes, there is a good holiday, and I work in Hanoi now. So for me, no holiday.
Okay. You're in, okay. That's a little ways from home, right? How far away? How far away from Seoul is it?
California to New York.
I'm not sure what that was.
I said California to New York, the distance.
Oh, okay. There you are. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, David. Your mic sounds very loud today. It was surprising.
You mean the Seoul to Hanoi?
Yes.
Yes, 4.5 hours.
So we'll go ahead and get started, guys. It's a pretty relaxed week this week. So we're going to continue what we did last week, where we compared the version 2, block 1 proposal for the Constitution with the current Constitution. And we've had a few good discussions already this week talking about that. Max, can you understand me okay? Do you need a translation? Or Mountie, would you like to translate?
지난주에 이어서 그 버전 2 비교하는 세션을 이어서 진행할 예정입니다.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you guys the link in the chat here for the block 1 proposal. And I'm going to paste it now. So if you guys can go ahead.
Kev?
Yeah.
Mountie's annotated Korean draft is better.
Okay, cool.
You should use that instead.
Mountie, do you have that link? There it is.
Yeah, I posted. Yeah.
Perfect.
He didn't translate so much as annotate. It's very useful.
Excellent. Thank you, Mountie. Yeah, this is good. All right, so everybody pull up Mountie's link here. And we'll start with, so we've been working on Article 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really, less so on number 10. I'd recommend if you guys are up for it, let's start with number 10 on the Dan Constitution. And we'll compare and talk about what needs to be changed and see how the wording could be better as well.
So, 괜찮으시면 10번으로 시작하려고요. 이 Constitution하고 전의 Constitution하고 비교해서 또 10번을 뭘 바꿔야 되는지 어떻게 생각한지 둥둥.
Yeah, so everybody take a moment, read number 10. I'll go ahead and paste.
Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait a second. Mountie and Max.
Yeah.
그 코리오스에 제가 나깅 얼마나 열심히 했는데 왜 사람 없어요?
아마 명절 끝나고 다 쉬는 것 같습니다.
네.
아이 그래도 그 잠깐 텔레그램에서 오라고 좀 하실래요?
네, 해볼게요.
이거 한국말로 하니까 그 겁이 날 필요가 없어요.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kevin, Myra. I just said he should go back to Telegram and tell everybody to get their fucking asses in here because we're doing this for them.
Let's see if we can come up with some support here.
Okay.
Okay, I will also post to my groups.
Yeah, I've been nagging for a few days, so I expected more results than this. 바가지 얼마나 긁어야 사람들 들어. 그럼 시작할까요?
네. Let's start. Yeah.
Want to start? Okay. All right, we'll get started. Hopefully some more people will filter in here. Sent out a few messages. So article number 10, guys, if you pull up Mounties, and I also pasted article 10 in the chat as well. And go ahead, let's take a moment and read that. I hear Max's cat in the background. It says this constitution may be amended by a vote of the EOS token holders that attracts no less than 15% staked vote participation among tokens, and no fewer than 10% more yes votes than no votes. Sustained for 30 continuous days within 120 days. Pretty straightforward. See what they changed in version 1 of the Constitution. Let's see. Here's the, when you look at the first version of the Constitution, it is Article 11 in the current version. And there's the wording there.
So the main difference there is staked.
Yeah. 15%.
The reason that staked is missing, and Kevin, you're going to have to translate this when I'm done, but the reason that staked is missing is because Thomas left it out. It was already in the code.
Okay.
차이 뭐냐면 staked란 단어 없어요. 왜 없냐면 그 코드에 stake token만 voting할 수 있어요. 그래서 당연한 것이라고 생각해서 안 넣었어요, 일부러.
Yeah, so are we saying
Do we
that
need to put it back?
that's the main question, really. Is it redundant, the word staked? I mean, is it implied?
I would like to put it back. The reason I'd like to put it back is because some things will be voted on without staking. For example, WPS does not require staking. 자, 한국말로 하면 스테이킹란 단어 다시 넣었으면 좋겠다고 생각해요. 왜냐하면 WPS나 비슷한 것은 스테이킹 없이 보팅도 할 수 있어요. By the way, I put something right above your message there, Kevin.
Yeah.
That you might find interesting. 여러분, Kevin comment 바로 위에 제가 하나 붙였어요. 그 뭐냐면, 이 15%에 뭐, yes, 뭐 10% more than no 하는 거, 그거 숫자로 하면 얼마예요? Oh, that was a bad sentence. 진짜 한국말 못해요, 이제.
You speak English, and maybe we can listen and we'll be able to understand.
This is the Korean group, and I want Koreans here. I don't need to hear David. I don't need to hear Kevin. I don't care what Kevin thinks, and I already know what David thinks. 한국 사람 의도 좀 알고 싶어요.
Why I'm true?
So we'll go back to this. So the numbers you're talking about, it looks like there has to be no less. If I'm understanding what you're saying, if we don't get that many no votes, we need many more yes. I think that you're saying, so you do know that it has to be, as long as it's more than 10% more than the no votes. It could be 20%.
That's right. This is the bare minimum required to hit 150 million votes, assuming that we have 1 billion tokens.
But it could be 149 million yes votes and then 1 million no votes. That would work too.
Absolutely.
Right. As long as it's more than that 10%.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, right. It's, yeah. So let's see here.
At previous sessions, and I also mentioned the 15% is unfair comparing to the current voting, the super major permission over EOS Pros. So is there any other opinions for the 15%? The threshold of amendment.
Max, that's you. 무슨 의견이 있으세요?
Yeah.
이게 이제 이 헌법 개정을 위해서 15% 스테이크드 보트든 아니면 그냥 보트든 이게 15%가 기존의 EOS 프로드 개정에서 메이저 퍼미션 보면은 거기는 50%거든요.
그렇죠.
그래서 그것하고 이제 저는 개인적으로 이 균형이 맞지 않아서 이 unfair하다 이제 이렇게 좀 생각하고 있고 뭐 다른 의견이 있으신지 좀 궁금합니다.
저는 개인적으로 스테이킹은 한 54% 정도 돼 있죠.
네.
스테이킹은 54% 정도 돼 있는데 투표가 너무 낮으니까 이게 이거를 조금 변경을 할 수는 없을까요? 조금 유하게. 예를 들어서 지금은 스테이킹을 해서 투표율이 너무 저조하니까 이게 스테이킹을 하고 투표 안 하니까 뭔가 너무 안 맞아요.
네.
스테이킹을 해는 그게 없을 것 같아요.
예.
투표도 안 하는데 스테이킹을 하고 뭔가 이상해요. 제가 볼 때는.
Yeah. So let me add my comment in English by the comment of the Max. Many people do the staking that will give some benefit to users, but they don't vote enough. So there's some conflict. Many the members doing staking but less vote. If we add some feature or the functions, staking and vote at the same time, then that will be able to attract more user actions. One of the opinion, including my opinion.
Kevin, do you get what he's saying?
Almost. So you're saying that it's reducing, when we ask for staking, it reduces the voter participation? Is that what I'm hearing?
No. What he's saying is that right now we have staked at 55%, but voting significantly less than that.
Right. Okay.
There should be a tie. They should be combined somehow so that when you stake, you have to vote. When you vote, you have to stake.
Okay, I got you. And that always raises the argument where if we are requiring voting of any kind, are we promoting uninformed voting? Will people just go down the list? They say, oh, I have to vote. Okay, let me just pick the first 30 I see here on this list.
자, 케빈 지금 말씀하신 게 그럼 우리 꼭 스테이킹 하려면 voting 해야 된다고 법 만들면 혹시나 사람들 무식하게 그냥 아무 vote 할까요?
맞네. 그런
그냥
문제점도 있고.
무조건 voting 해야 되니까 아무 뭐 맥스의 고양이 투표하자.
음. 음. 이해했습니다.
그리고 이거 제 의견인데요.
예.
스테이트 보트의 15%인지 모두 저기 토큰의 15% 그거 꼭 스테이트 해야 한지 그거 애매한다고 생각합니다. 무슨 말인지 아시죠?
예.
150 million 해야 되는지 아니면 150 million 곱하기 55%이면 한 80 million 아니에요?
그러면 이제 이 헌법 개정이라는 취지로 봤을 때 스테이크된 범위 내에서 15%면은 너무 작아지는데요.
Okay, so Kevin, what I just said was also it's ambiguous to me whether it means 15% of staked votes, of staked tokens, or voting tokens must be staked and they must equal 15% of all tokens. Those are very different numbers. And what we could end up with is 55% are staked right now. That's what, 80 million? And of those 80 million, 15% have to vote, in which case that's a very small percentage of 1 billion.
Yeah, that language is not clear. I agree. No less than 15% vote participation. And you are, just to clarify, so worker proposal system will not require staked tokens to vote on that kind of stuff, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Everybody who creates a governance system will have to create a voting system for that governance system.
Yeah.
And I don't think it will be as high as the referenda level because that's obnoxiously hard to hit.
Right. Okay. And so you're saying that you therefore want the word state removed, is what you're saying?
Not necessarily. I'm just telling you my opinion on one small area. I'm not suggesting a change there.
Okay, I got you.
I would prefer that all tokens have to be staked by default. And unstaked is an option that you have to opt in for.
Yeah, that's so staked by default. What did everybody else think of staked by default? Mountie and
Translate that, Kevin.
what's that?
Say it in Korean, Kevin.
Mountie, I think I need your help.
Yeah, so we have to consider the case of worker proposal vote. So that is different from the traditional votings. So for the
잠깐요. 지금 그 말씀하시기 전에
네.
지금 케빈 말씀하시는 게 제가 대답했고 무슨 대답했냐면 제 생각에는 무조건 모두 토ken 스테이크 해야. 그 다음에 뭐 바르고 싶으면 그때 unstake 시켜야 돼요. 무조건 토ken 있으면 그거 자동으로 스테이크 된 상태예요. 어떻게 생각하시냐고 물어보셨어요, 케빈이.
같이 페어하는 게 낫죠.
Did you catch that? He said they should be paired, voting and staking.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's a good point.
약간 동문서답이었어요. 근데 말이 돼요.
네.
Okay. What kind of number? I mean, so is this 15% number? Is it too high? Is it too low? What are we hoping for here? Or is it just we shouldn't have a number that just is across the board requirement for everything?
이덕정 씨. 여보세요? Who is Mr. Lee there?
He just opened the video. I don't know.
Okay. I'd like to hear his opinion. 지금 케빈 물어보시는 게 15% 너무 높아요, 너무 낮아요. 그리고 제가 먼저 대답해보고 싶어요. 한쪽에 보시면 15% 너무 높아요. 왜냐면 우리 런칭 할 때 15% 맞기 너무 어려웠어요. 그쵸? 근데 다른 편에 보시면 마운티 말씀하시는 대로 15% 컨센서스이 없어요. representative number 아닙니다. 그죠?
네.
So Kevin, what I just said is 15% seems too high on the one hand because it's very hard to reach, and on the other hand, it's not representative of the community. It's too low a number. So we're screwed. Myra is watching TV while we're talking.
No, I'm not watching TV. I'm just learning the specific constitution vocabulary for every phone call of English and Korea. I basically start to learn, to listen the opinions and transform to my languages.
무료 헌법 학원.
So I just want to mention that don't worry about, like in Chinese community, they have 7 working groups they establish themselves. The phone call they set up are more successful than me and Kevin set up. They have 5,000 messages a day because they start up a lot of working groups. So
we have Mounty and Max.
Yeah. It's just the discussion. Like yesterday, the thing happened in Hobi. Like today, the message is so much. They even invite Hobi in the phone call to discuss. So I just mean that let me share more the info. They have all the different working groups.
Wait, Myra, hold on a second. There needs to be some translation. Mounty, Max, what Myra just said. Oh, 한국말로. Myra.
They have a lot of working groups.
중국 팀에 working group 한 7개 있고 5,000명이에요.
와우.
Really? 5,000명.
와.
그리고 어제 큰일 뭐 일어났냐면 화비 문제 일어났잖아요. 우리도 화비 봤죠. Yeah. So Myra, we also know about the Hwabi issue. There was a lot of discussion in the Korean group about the Chinese gangpe, the Chinese gangs supporting each other and giving each other back rubs.
Yeah. So if a Korea community don't asking, like the Chinese community, they established 5 different working groups, and they all call them. For example, they call it EOS Alliance Space X or EOS Alliance Fox. So they gave a name of themselves. They invited the people they're interested in the discussion. So this discussion never stopped, and they start voting like a survey. So they really have much more information than me and Kevin get. So I just was surprised.
I have some question. Is it similar to the other countries like Europe or the US?
It's more different actually, because the point is I wouldn't even want to join this Korea phone call. Shouldn't, but I want to watch so I know what I want to tell you later. Because maybe, I don't know, maybe you can have a look about one of the Chinese phone call. You just hide yourself. Even the Dimitri from Meet One, he start Russia languages. It's just more fun to talk your own languages, and you just can be the leader of the constitution in Korea. It's all about Korean people yourself. Actually, I don't care. I even don't need to come to this phone call. But I want to learn. Sometimes
okay.
David have some good ideas, and so I write down so I can bring this information back to my languages. So this is what I'm studying here.
Okay. 지금 무슨 말이었냐면 중국 팀이나 러시아 팀 alliance 없이 자기 constitution group 만들었어요. 그 한국도 그랬으면 좋겠다고요. 우리 꼭 케빈 말 들을 필요가 없고 마이런 말에 들을 필요가 없고 한국 사람 한국 의견 모일 수 있어요.
일단 제가 생각 두 가지 포인트를 좀 말씀드리고 싶은 게, so I have 2 points. So one is the governance model of EOS is very similar to the democratics. So EOS 이 governance 그 통제 방식이 민주주의 요 방식하고 상당히 비슷한데, my question is, so Chinese or the Russian is actually they are not the democratic country. So 민주주의 국가가 아닌 데서 이제 많은 관심을 모으는 케이스 하고 이 democratic company 국가들에서 이제 관심 모으는 경우하고 좀 다르게 봐야 되지 않을까, 이런 생각.
그리고 두 번째 포인트는
까먹었습니다.
오케이, 번역해 드릴게요.
I will say, yeah.
Yeah. His first point was maybe he wonders if because the EOS system is very democratic and China and Russia are neither of those are democracies in the traditional sense, perhaps there's more interest in democratic functions.
I want to laugh at you. Ha ha! It's a joke, okay? It's a super bullshit. It's joking. What are you talking about? I mean, you know, it's called successful people find a way, failure people find excuse, example. But I just mean that it's nothing about, it depends if, I mean, sure, maybe not Monte. For example, the point is let me share my screen. So you can have a look. Oh, let me have a look about. Okay, although the language is a bit difficult. Can you see my widget now?
Yeah.
You see my widget? Okay. This is EOS Alliance groups, really small, 100 people. So right now they start up, you saw this one, 10 topic. So everyone can go to set up a small groups. For example, this one is SpaceX, okay? They give a nickname for themselves. For example, unicorn, or for example, it's the name. And each one, they have a main topic. So let me have a look about, you see this called EOS Alliance Earth. It means these groups are the Earth group. You saw this one, the up one. You can see this point. Can you see it, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go down a little bit. You can see EOS Alliance SpaceX. So there's all their group. So it's about if they have the interest to start up the groups and to get opinions. Actually, it's a really good way to become a leaders of the opinion leader is what I mean. It's not about where democracy, it's all about if someone wants to say, because to gather the opinions of the massive, I was thinking it's not working, but it was working. Now, so look, let's have a look about this. This is mine. Okay.
I have another point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I got to know why there is difference. So all your actions, I believe, is discussed on the WeChat or some specific channels. And one of the issues we have is a Telegram channel. Very few people in Korea is using the Telegram, and many people use KakaoTalk, but KakaoTalk is not so much effective to discuss these types of serious discussions. And the emails, there's no one single channels or one of the topics we have to consider the channels. So that is related to the second point I will try to emphasize is if we open some kind of a face-to-face meeting that is just focused on the constitution discussion, then that will be able to get more attraction and more active response from the Korean user. But through the online channels, then I believe that is quite difficult because some people they didn't get the notification or the information. So that is one of the differences I found.
Okay, good excuse. It's like if a woman talk to me, say she want to losing weight, but I told her you need to eat less, etc. But after she still give me a lot of difficulties, say, oh, you know, because of you know, my family, etc. Find ways instead of excuse. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
Myra, stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, 지금 Myra 그 톤 아주 aggressive한데 그 말은 그렇게 aggressive한 거 아니에요. 그래서 그 기분 나쁘지 마시고 지금 말씀하신 게
그렇지 않습니다.
좋아요. 지금 말씀하신 것은 아이 핑계하지 말자. 뭐 투어 안 좋은지 뭐 사람 다른 나라에 관심 많은 것보다 여기 있는 사람들, 한국 사람들 좀 excite 시켜야 돼요.
네.
좋은 포인트 같아요.
네. 지금 뭐 한국 쪽 뭐 메신저 채널 그룹들 보면은 뭐 프라이싱 관련해서 엄청나게 얘기들 하거든요. 뭐 컨스티튜션이나 룰들 이런 것들은 별 얘기 없어요. 그래서 저도 왜 그런가.
Okay, let me translate. Myra, what I said is, although you're very rude and blunt, your intention is not that, and your words, although they come across strong, your point is with love, and they should take it that way. And they said, yes, we do. So
thank you for the translation.
Anyway, what he just said right now is a very his second point was that there were no tools. Let me just make sure that's in English. But what he just said right now is a good point. The Koreans are very concerned about price and less so about rules. Now, I'd like to address that. Mounty, I've asked Chris and Todor to start putting together a primer because I've noticed that a lot of Chinese and a lot of Koreans do not understand what EOS is. They think that it's a coin, and EOS is not a coin. EOS is a platform 아니잖아요. 예, 플랫폼이에요. 그래서 사람들 이해 못하면서 저기 오해한다고요. So 지금은 그 뭐라고? primer. 한국말로 primer 뭐예요?
우선순위 중요하게 생각하는 것들.
그거 아니고 기저 텍스트북 아주 베이직한 가나다 설명하는 게.
예, 기본.
예. 지금 그거 만들고 있습니다.
First of all, I want to sincere sorry for Monty because this is the way normally I'm talking. I'm a little bit try to talk sharp, so my opinions you can hurt me. So I apologize first. Second of all, I want to share one key information, really important.
Beautiful women can say whatever they want.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's really sorry. I'm humbly sorry. Second of all, I want to mention a really important thing I have been learned, okay? Because every time Kevin give me information, if I deliver to Chinese community, at the beginning, I encountered exactly the same thing you did. I noticed that Chinese community are different. I really feel the same. But after I noticed one thing, because I'm a local, so I use the way which Chinese can understand. I really convert. I even convert Kevin message out with some different ways. Okay, use the way which my culture people can understand. I'm just using the way I think is right. Don't worry about if you translate a little bit different, as long as you prefer. That's what I'm learning. And I just think it's being our opinion leaders to see the people who set up and discuss something. Although I understand we're on the democracy, but it's good that they start having the wish or having the best tools to start to vote and speak up for themselves. So that's it. I will be shut up from now.
I'd like to go back to the comment that you made earlier, Mounty. You know, China is not unfamiliar with democracy. They do use democracy at the local level, and Korea is not a democracy. Korea is a communist country. You might think South Korea is a democracy, but Korea is one of the most socialist countries I've ever lived in. So everybody has similar problems. The real issue is how to teach the locals. And Myra wants you two to take the lead and start teaching, if you can. 한국말로 해야죠. 다 알아들으셨죠?
네네네. We understood.
이건 막 눈치 보면 뭐 다 알아들으셨어요. 제가 괜히 한국말로 할 필요가 없네요.
So maybe the topics is a little bit changed. How we can get attraction from Korean communities, and for me, it's very difficult to find the solution. And
let me give you a solution. It's what I'm doing right now, because I'm always a person who like to try new things. I call myself pioneer, and I started working with few biggest blockchain company, not even EOS, but other blockchain startup company. I'm doing the business development with them. So I normally introduce, I say I'm Mara from EOS Alliance. For example, you can say I'm Monty of EOS Alliance, ambassadors of EOS Alliance in Korea. Example, you're the ambassador in Korea, right? So you have a title, and he asking, what is EOS Alliance? You can say, it's just like Bitcoin Foundation, Ethereum Foundation. EOS Alliance is EOS Foundation, but name is changing because the foundation have been taken. So you have an ambassador name. So you're even can talking to some, as long as you have a title, you even can talk to some big blockchain company in Korea. Not only it can help you about your other working career, I don't know, connection, but we would like to give you the title for if you can communicate with them, if they can have the involve like cooperation or co-host. This is my ideas because I'm working on with them. I have a translator in the middle. This is what I come out with that idea. I like to try, even if they say no, and sometimes say yes. Otherwise, they provide me another solution. Like you can come to our hackathon, you can come to our business meeting. So I'm already making a lot of connection in Korea, even if I'm local. So this is my idea to share with you.
Yeah, there is one of the solution, and the one point is every participants, including me, is really busy. So that is the one of the challenging. But if something is forced to some members, then they will be able to do very well. So maybe we can choose some representative or the ambassadors for Korean members, not just for me, but for other members, as many members we invite, and let them gather the opinions or the spread information. So maybe Max is one of the very good person who can lead discussions, and I will try with my best, but as many ambassadors as we can, then they will be able to better than this situation.
Okay.
Should we go back to the Constitution?
15%, that is too low.
And if we are finished, so we can keep talking about the 15%, or we can move on to another article if you guys want. The last thing we had about the 15%, David had said it's a hard number to reach for voter turnout. However, it's also a very low representation of the entire feelings of the community, the entire sentiment.
So we are talking about the Constitution. We are not talking about some rules or policies. So to be the two amendment of the Constitution, then 15% is maybe this can be adaptable for other policies or the rules, but for the Constitution, 15% is too low. I believe technically, I don't know, but I believe 50% is the better number. But actually, that will be impossible, I think, 50%. So we have to find another threshold or another number, not than the 15%.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, David.
Wait, Kevin. Mounty, Max, 그 질문 지금 지금 아니면 좀 이따가 텔레그램 그룹에 던지시면 어때요? 문제 좀 설명하시고 물어보세요. 사람들 어떻게 생각하는지.
지금 이제 텔레그램 제가 조인돼 있는 데서 보면은 글들이 막 올라오는데 이 한 번 던진 글은 금방 올라가 버려요. 그러니까 그 당시에 여기서 이제 와칭하고 있던 사람은 이런 내용이 있구나 하고 이제 의견 제출하는데 그게 아니면은 지금 프라이싱 관련된 이제 얘기들 이제 계속 주고받고 하는 상태가 되니까 잘 모르겠어요.
그래도 우리 시작해야 되지 않아요?
네. 시도는 해보고.
아니면 미디엄 포스트 하나 쓰시려면 그곳에 링크 하실 수 있잖아요.
보도자료나 언론 프레스 릴리즈를 한번 하는 것도 나쁘지 않겠네요. 그래서
맥
이거를
선생님 어떻게 생각하세요?
I think one of the better way to gather information or the comments from the community is we post the press release named by the EOS Alliance, but the contents can be prepared and they can be shared to the pressmen. And we will be able to see many comments under the press release documents. So that is one of the easy way. And maybe some participants who don't know the EOS, but another participant who hold the EOS will be able to get attraction. Suggestions are using press.
So if I'm understanding you, Mounty, you're saying that the press. Can you repeat that last part again?
Let me say in Korean.
Sure.
그래서 EOS Alliance 명의로 보도자료를 뿌려서 하여튼 온라인 언론은 많기 때문에 어떤 형태든 그 보도자 뿌리면은 이제 기사화는 될 거고요. 그 기사 댓글에 이제 올라와 오는 이제 그 여러 유저들의 의견들 이런
예.
것들을 우리가 좀 참고할 수 있을 것 같고 또 그 보도자료 내용을 우리가 좀 잘 이 준비를 하면은 그 내용 자체는 이제 그 추가적인 이제 유저 액션을 유발할 수 있는 그 링크나 뭐 이런 것들 포함한다면은 괜찮지 않을까.
Okay. Mounty is saying that rather than using Telegram, because it's not a very good tool for Koreans, and when a comment is made or a question is asked, it just rolls right up and gets disappeared in the price talk. Better solution is a press article under EOS Alliance's name, and Mounty and Max would help get it released in Korean publications for crypto with links for people to comment. He thinks that would get more results from the EOS community. And Max was nodding.
Okay. That's great news. Yeah, that's good information. Is that, now does Koreos have an option where we can post? I haven't worked much with Koreos, but is that one of the features they have where we can post the article there and then people comment on the article?
Koreos is a Telegram group. I don't know if it has another website.
Koreos has a website.
Oh, okay. So could Alliance post there on the website or publish there?
There's a registered members is able to post. I will share the link.
The easiest solution is you write the article, Kevin checks the article, and the article gets published on Koreos by you or Max or someone else in Korea. A foreigner will have a very difficult time registering on a Korean website.
Yes, I have an account.
It's
and
almost impossible for a foreigner.
Yes. So I have an account and I will be able to post instead of EOS Alliance. And maybe I will also be able to request, if you want, to the other active members like Max. Max, you also have an account, correct? 계정
Max
있으시죠?
Koreos account 있죠?
예.
So
Yes, yes.
I mean, the using Koreos is Koreos is one of the channels, the press channels. So we have another many newspapers or the online news or the blockchain related communities.
Yeah. Koreans are all over the blockchain. It's very much in the news, and it would be easy to get an Alliance article published in multiple sites, places where Koreans will see it. Their main tool for chatting is Kakao, but their main tool for information is Naver. And if he put it in a place like Naver, it would get seen by tens of thousands of people.
Okay, I got you.
So I think in the content, then we will in the content we post summarize over the EOS Constitution changes and the topics, sensitive topics, and also we will be able to post some offline event. Offline event is not a big issue, so. We just announced we will also discuss at the offline event to do something. Maybe I will be able to request some place and let people come together and talk something deeply.
Yeah, Kevin, Myra, something about Korea that you might not be aware. Koreans argue online, but they only get things done in person.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, if they don't meet the other person isn't real. It's much more pronounced in Korea than in other countries.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, how do we fix that issue? I mean, are these video
It's
conferences?
okay. All Koreans live within 10 miles of each other.
Well, I meant for these purposes.
Almost in Seoul, yeah.
Yeah.
I meant for EOS
30
trying to give
million
us
people in Seoul.
yeah, I know it's a big city. Yeah. But what do we do about these kind of with these kind of changes we have to make? Is that part of why the Korean turnout is so low? Is because they just don't really think that changes are going to happen, or is that what I'm hearing?
It's hard to get excited about something A, you don't understand, and B, something that's in a foreign language.
Sure. Yeah. I got you. Okay. Well, I like that. That's a great suggestion, Mountie, and thank you. I think we should do that. Let's publish some articles, and you can help us get the word out in Korea. Or were you saying that you would like to publish the article and then we look at it? Who was the one publishing or writing the article itself?
That's a good question.
Is EOS Alliance has incorporated or has some legal entity in Korea?
We're not incorporated. We're not incorporated in Korea, no.
I mean the some types of legal forms. Do you have in Korea?
No, not yet.
No.
They have a legal entity, but not in Korea.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Then
Mountie, I would suggest that you write the article. Maybe you, Max, and Damien from Acro EOS write the article. Give a copy to the Alliance and get the Alliance to write, "We approve of this message," so that you can get the Alliance logo on the message. And then you publish from your BP.
Okay, so I will try to prepare some drafts and we'll try to share the content.
One thing that has to be clear in the article is when it's an opinion, it has to be you. Alliance is not allowed to have opinions. Do you understand what I'm saying?
50%.
Mountie 뭐 이렇게 해야 된다 쓰면 괜찮아요. Alliance 그런 말 못합니다.
Yeah.
Is that right, Kevin?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we have a PR channel and PR team, and we will try to find the best and neutral the way to give information to the community and getting the feedback. So I will be back to Korea at this Saturday, and when I back to Korea, then I will try to prepare some types of a draft, and we'll share through the Google Docs format, and we'll be able to modify together. And Monday is the best, but time is too short, so we plan to release at the Wednesday, then trying to get some feedback after Wednesday.
That sounds great, Mountie, and so this is hopefully will help. Hopefully, it will help your block producer as well. I mean, you can release information. This is going to be important if we are modifying the EOS Constitution. It's going to affect everybody who holds EOS. So hopefully, you can get that word across to the Korean community and get them more involved.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
Mountie, I don't know if you know this, but if you reach out to Thomas Cox, he will gladly give you a quote. So you can get a quote from the executive director of Alliance. And I'm sure John Milburn, will also be happy to give you a quote. If you need the contact information for either of those men, I can introduce you.
I met and I have information, but
Okay.
I don't know Jem moved to the where Jem is.
I'm sorry?
I heard Jem moved his position to the Chinese company.
No,
Ono.
no. That's
No?
not true. He is advising Ono. He advised the alliance and he advised Block 1. He doesn't have a job at Ono.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a mistake in the Korean press. Milburn did not go to Ono. He is advising Ono.
Okay, I understood.
Yeah, he is very proudly independent, John Milburn.
That is the most tactful way I have ever heard it put.
Yeah. So would you guys like to go back and discuss another part of the Constitution? How are you feeling? We have some action steps to recruit more of the Korean community now, which is good. And we could look back. Is there any particular article in the Constitution that you really would like to talk about that we have not addressed?
The Article 8, there is the derivative information.
Yeah? Well, what's the question?
So if the information is the hash, then do we need to provide the original content?
I'm not sure. So you're saying go ahead.
So basically, when the information is published to the blockchain, then everyone knows that is exposed to the public. But there's some mentions derived information. Then that means that will be able to mislead. People have to expose the original context of the hash data. The hash data itself was recorded on the blockchain, but some people will be able to misunderstanding. The information, the original information also should be published or exposed when people need, or they will be able to get some concerns. Am I violating without exposing the original text?
Do you understand the question, Kevin?
Go ahead and see if you can summarize. I think he's saying,
okay.
Go ahead, yeah.
If we publish on the blockchain, we might choose to publish a hash rather than the full content. There might be private information or confidential information or information that a company does not want to share with its competitors. The word derivative information there implies that we would also have to share what the hash is based on. And that is disturbing. And that might also have GDPR, that might have GDPR concerns. And Korea's privacy laws are almost as strong as GDPR.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually a strong concern that we saw in the Chinese call as well. They said the same thing about GDPR, completely non-compliant with GDPR. This particular article, of course, anything stored on blockchain is non-compliant with GDPR.
But a hash could be.
A hash could be, right. And then is this article also saying that the party then agrees that they're going
the storage is the protocol or the forms is not yet released publicly. So if that is realized and became public, then people will be able to think this is also related to the Constitution Article 8. So is there any comment, or am I understood incorrectly?
I think you understood correctly, and I think Dan was an idiot for putting that in there. I think that his intention was, I'm guessing, but I think his intention was, if it's on the blockchain, it's permanent. You have to admit that it's permanent, so we don't have to deal with GDPR shit. 만약에 블록체인에 인포메이션 올리면 그 인포메이션 지울 수 없어요. 그 생각하면서 이거 쓰신 것 같아요. 문제 뭐냐면 derivative information 그거 없어야 될 것 같아요.
Yeah.
사실은 derivative은 문제 아니고 original 문제이죠. The problem isn't really derivative information, it's the original, but it's vague enough that it implies the original.
So this word derivative information will derive many other topics. So this is a little bit unclear for, or did not give clear understanding what this article is willing to make.
잠깐요. There might be some miscommunication about the word derivative. I'm going to just try to speak in Korean, guys. 그 김치 있잖아요. 김치찌개는 derivative of kimchi. 배추는 derivative 아닙니다. 배추는 original이에요. 김치는 저기 블록체인에 올리고 김치찌개는 derivative이에요. 김치 볶음밥은 derivative이에요. So 만약에 제가 hash 올리면 그 hash은 original information이에요. 아니라도 그 hash은 블록체인에 올리고 그거 지울 수 없어요. 나중에 그 hash 말고 제 이름 올리고 제 얼굴 올리고 누구 제 사진 써서 그 미술 만들어요. 그 미술은 derivative이에요. 그 derivative란 단어는 제 보기는 한국말의 의미가 조금 의미 말고 느낌이 좀 틀려요.
유도될 수 있는 정보.
I don't know.
This is a little bit a translation issue, so that I'm trying to figure out the how we can describe in Korean character.
뭘 만들 때 A에서 B 만들면 B는 derivative of A.
파생 정보 이렇게 이제는 제가 표현을 했는데 파생 정보, 파생될 수 있을 만한 정보 이걸 말한 건지 아니면은 파생된 정보 그런 건지.
I don't know. 그거 문제죠. The word, Kevin, is somewhat ambiguous. We're not sure the best way to translate it in Korean, and so the meaning causes problems, and it could cause small problems or it could cause big problems depending on how it's translated.
Derivative information.
그 말 그냥 없으면 어때요? What if we just take it out?
Good.
Okay, good. Take it out. Done. Take it out.
That reminds me of a few weeks ago, we talked about having an official translation for any type of constitution document.
Yeah.
A huge step.
So as my understanding, derivative information is the original content that can be derived at future, or
no.
This is derived information already. The changed or they derived from the original content. So the meaning is totally different. So I'm confused.
Yeah, it's the second one. Derived information is information that you get from the original.
But the derivative means that this is can be derived at future meaning. It has a meaning.
Not in modern English. Okay, for now, let's just recognize that that word is a problem. Okay.
Yeah. So derivative needs to be taken out, it sounds like. I mean, really, we need to have
explained.
Or explained, right? Yeah. And that, that goes back to, we need a kind of a glossary or a subtext, something that helps explain a lot of different terms. But really also we need someone with a legal background that can help write whatever constitution is eventually ratified, or that is at least put up for a serious vote. Ideally, that way we don't have someone who is very familiar with different cultures and different words and cultures, a good translator. So in terms of the actual different words that we use, that stuff may not be as important. It's the intent and the meaning that we're trying to draft that probably is the most important. And then we can fix up the words with some professionals.
Are there any other sections we should discuss?
We can leave it like that.
I don't like 3.
You what?
I don't like 3.
You don't like 3? Let's take a look. Okay. At no time shall elected block producers freeze or modify contracts that are operating as intended. I'm gonna copy that into the chat here.
Recently, somebody created fake EOS and stole what, 28,000 EOS coins through a contract. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That contract was acting as intended.
Right.
It was intended to steal and it stole.
Yeah. Yeah, that reminds me of. Go ahead.
ECAP to say, hey, they're stealing. Freeze this account.
Yeah. You said that last week too, in terms of Dan's whole entire constitution is about allowing whatever happens, right? Intent of code. If it's a scam and they're intending to be a scam, then yeah, they go ahead, they can do whatever they want. Which brings back the whole Wild West argument. Do we want this to be a Wild West blockchain where anything can go? I mean,
well, do we want to be Bitcoin or do we want to be a governed blockchain?
Yeah. I mean, that's a question for you guys. I guess we could all answer that question, in terms of yes or no. Do you want a governed blockchain or do you want just a kind of a Wild West Bitcoin-like? I mean, for me, I know it's a yes. I want a governed blockchain.
It answers the question.
I'll type in the question. I'll type in the chat box too.
저기 지금 3번 무슨 말인지 아시죠?
네.
왜 싫어하는지 제가 왜 싫어하는지 이해하시죠?
아니요, 얘기 한번 해주세요.
제가 도둑질 계약 하나 만들면 제가 그 계약에 제 목적은 마운티의 토ken 좀 훔치려고.
네.
마운티 그 컨트랙트 읽어서 그 포인트 캐치 못해서 저한테 토ken 주시면 그거 되는 컨트랙트예요. 이 3번 읽으면 블록 프로듀서나 ECAP 블로킹 못해요. 멈출 수 없어요. 그냥 마운티 토ken 이제 데이비드 토ken이에요.
네.
그거 말이 돼? 말이 돼요?
일단 다들 그렇게 이해는 하고 있으니까 이 캡 역할하고도 좀 연결이 될 것 같은데.
He said the role of ECAP is needed here.
Okay. So it seems like a general yes for governed blockchain.
저기 맥 선생님 어떻게 생각하시죠?
이게
예, 통제를 저는 안 되기를.
뭘 안 되기를?
통제, 그러니까 여기 질문에 보시면 통제된 블록체인을 원하느냐 이렇게 하셨잖아요. 그 의도한 대로 운영되거나 계약을 뭐 동결하거나 수정되지 않아야 한다.
예.
이렇게. 네.
Good. So the max is opposite position of David.
그럼 제가 맥
네, 질문을 잘못 들었다.
제가
말씀하세요.
맥스랑 그 계약 하나 만들고
예.
그 계약에 제가 거짓말했어요. 아니면 좀 애매한 말 써서 맥스
예.
오해하셔서 저한테 토큰 다 주시면
예.
계약대로 토큰 다 주시면
예.
근데 저는 도둑질했어요. 그런 상태에서 멈춰야 되지 않아요?
그렇죠.
그거 govern blockchain이에요. 근데 지금 이 constitution 보면
예.
hello. 이 constitution 보시면
예.
계약 하나 만들어서 도둑질 계약 하나 만들면 저 멈출 수 없다고요. 계약이야. 그냥 돈 줘야 돼. 지난주 저기 28,000 그 토ken 훔쳤어요. 누구?
예.
거짓말 계약 하나 만들었어요. 그 새로운 토ken 하나 만들었어요. 그 토ken 이름은 EOS.
아, 예. 기억납니다.
예. 그거 되는 행동이었어요? 안 되는 행동이었어요? 그 차이예요. 이 헌법 보시면 그거 되는 행동이에요. 누구 넘어갔으면 자기 잘못이에요. 도덕은 책임질 필요가 없고 제 생각에는 이 캡은 야, 너 멈춰야 돼. 빨리 멈춰. 우리 이거 해결해야 돼. 이거 도둑질이었는지 아니면 맥스 진짜 주고 싶었는데 마음 바꾸셨는지.
이해했습니다, 내용은.
예. 잠깐요. 이베이 아시죠? 이베이.
예? 예, 이베이.
이베이 아시죠? 전에 이베이에서 이런 짓 많이 있었어요. 누구 새로운 엑스박스 하나 샀어요. 새로운 게임 시스템 하나 샀어요. 그 다음에 박스에 사진 찍어요.
네.
그 사진 이베이에 올려요.
네.
Brand new Sony PlayStation box. 그 다음에 팔아요. 사람들, 이거 300불에 박스 하나 샀어요. 나중에 핀 박스예요. 박스만 나왔어요. 그럼 사진에 박스만 나오는데 너는 박스만 사는지 몰랐어? 이베이에 그거 계약대로 가는 거야. 근데 인간성에 그거 안 되는 행동이에요.
그렇죠.
야, 분명히 그 사람 게임 사는지 알았었죠. 박스 사려고 누구 300불 주냐? So, Kevin, what I just said is there used to be a scam on eBay where you take a picture of a new PlayStation box and then put the picture on eBay and say, hey, brand new PlayStation box, $300.
Right. Okay.
And people would buy it and then be really pissed off. And the question is that a valid transaction or not?
Right.
And if we go by this contract, this constitution, it's a valid contract.
Yeah.
It said box, you bought a box, fuck you. But when humans are involved, it's, of course he didn't want to pay $300 for a box. Who the hell wants $300 for an empty box?
Right.
I think anyway, so for this Article 7, then I have no objection. So that can be, I
7?
believe. So I have no objection for this Article 7 of Dan's proposal. So
잠깐, 7 or 3? 지금
3,
3번 얘기하는 거.
then the Article 3. Sorry. Article 3.
Yeah.
So the when the contract is operated as is, then the many people will understand my token was stolen, or I met some criminals. Anyway, that can be expected, and the people will argue, but we have to make this also should accept. Those cases we also have to accept. So,
okay, Mounty,
yeah.
You hire me to make a computer for you. And I say, in the contract, I will make best efforts to build a computer for Mounty if I can. 가능하면 컴퓨터 하나 만들어 드릴게요. So you pay me 100 tokens. And then later you say, where's my computer? 자, 100 tokens 드렸으니까 컴퓨터 어디 있어요? 물어보실 때 제가 대답해요. 가능하면 써 있잖아요. 불가능했어요. 안 만들었어요. 그거 된 계약이에요, 이 헌법에. 제가 완전 도둑질 했어요. 근데 이 헌법에 그거 되는 거예요. Kevin, I don't need to translate that for you, right?
I understood everything. Yeah.
So I know the governance model of EOS, but we don't deny the criminals or who is trying to. We are not trying to run EOS as 100% clean or the white area. So maybe many people understand there's some gray or the black people. I mean some.
Yeah, I understand.
wrong will also will join. So we at the constitution levels, we don't ban those peoples. They also can be changed later, or any other people, they can be also changed later. So we cannot make some room that also can be reverted, or they can be protected. So this, if we change or if we remove this sentence, then they will be able to give some wrong information to users, and they will be able to argue very much. So for me, no objection. That is part of a vote.
Okay, I'll go back to English later, Kevin.
Yeah.
바로 그거 문제예요. 바로 그거 한국 커뮤니티에 오해하신 거예요. 우리는 비트코인 아닙니다. 비트코인에 도둑질 성공하면 성공했어요. 끝. 우리는 governed blockchain이에요. 인간 관리하는 블록체인이라서 도둑질 생기면 해결할 수 있는 블록체인이에요. 100% 아니죠. 100% 완벽한 거 없습니다. 그래도 그건 노력한다고 만드는 블록체인이었어요. 근데 때는 좀 샥 받으셨으니까 그럼 안 되겠네. 다 치워야 돼. 다시 비트코인으로 만들었어. 이제 우리 빠른 이더리움이에요. 이 댄 헌법 받으면 우리 그냥 이더리움 똑같아요. So what just got said, Kevin, is I said I think this is the main problem with the Korean community's understanding. They're thinking Bitcoin. If you get away with it, you got away with it. And I'm saying, no, we're a governed blockchain. We are trying to bring human governance into the blockchain world. And so we're trying to make ethical behavior. We will not hit 100%, but we should try.
Yeah.
So I think the nature of a blockchain is the same with the Bitcoin or the EOS, but anyone is able to determine or is able to judge that this contract is wrong or this was trying to steal or trying to lead users incorrect actions. So there is a quite difficult definition. So I mean that we keep the contract or the operations as it is.
All right, I don't want to fight.
Anyway, me too. Yeah.
소리 질리겠고 뭐 이렇게 해야 된다 하겠는데 인터넷에 이게 그렇게 하고 싶지 않아요. 너 다음에 맥주 먹을 때 이곳에 싸우자. 제가 첫 잔 사드릴게요. I told him that when we meet in person, I'll yell and bang the table and we can have beer. I'll buy the first beer. But over the internet, I don't want to fight.
Yeah, understandable. All right. Well, to sort of summarize what we've done here in this call. So obviously we have a plan now to bring in more Korean participation. We see an issue with the perception of a Bitcoin, Wild West type blockchain is the way to go. It seems like Koreans prefer Bitcoin at this point. They need more education on the governed blockchain, maybe.
Exactly that.
Okay. All right. And then when it comes to the articles themselves, obviously the wording is, derivative is not a good word. It means different things. The translation will be an issue as well. And Article 3 just goes back to that, whether we want a governed blockchain or we want it to be a Wild West type situation. Yeah. And it sounds like, general preference seems to be here that all of us want a governed blockchain.
No. What Mounty just said is he thinks buyer beware.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now I understand. Yes.
Now,
+1 for governed blockchain, but my point is we are very difficult to judge, or we are very difficult to identify the intent or the will of the smart contract. So the freeze or modify by some investigation or some judge is very difficult. So we just learning the contract as is, that is natural. That is my point.
So he wants a governed blockchain, but says that it is so hard to do it, we shouldn't.
Okay.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Although Mounty, in Korea, the law is actually very flexible. The judges have a lot of leeway in Korea to make a ruling so that it's fair. Even if the law says A, but the people involved, A would be a bad thing, the judge can say, okay, the law says A, but we're going to do B. In America, if the law says A, the judge has no choice. He must do A. So 만약에 저하고 Kevin 서로 때려요. The law in Korea says whoever hit first is the bad guy. But if I go to court and the judge decides that Kevin was a jerk, the judge will say, yeah, David shouldn't have hit Kevin, but Kevin was a jerk, so you guys just figure it out and go away. Right? 둘 다 알아서 해결해. There's always room in Korean law for flexibility, and I think that we have to accept some human flexibility here as well. If we go by 3 as is, there's no flexibility. 도둑 성공하면 도둑 성공했어요. 끝.
Okay, so we will continue later. So already
Okay.
1 hour and a half is passed almost.
Yeah.
And
All right.
anyway, I will try to prepare some
you.
draft. And
If you need anything from me, I can't write Korean, but I can help you with the English.
Very thank you.
뭐 아이디어나 필요하시면 도와드릴게요.
네.
Yeah, as always, guys, thank you for coming and thank you for being the most loyal Korean community members here and the most dedicated. Really, I mean, this is going to be an important change that we're making to the Constitution. So it's good to see you guys.
There's a really good article written by Ian Grigg about the governed blockchain. Do you know Ian?
You mean me?
Many,
Talking
yeah.
about
On Telegram, his name is Sun Tzu. After this call, I will send you his contact information, and I will try to find the link, because he is the man who created Ricardian contracts. He is the person that created triple entry bookkeeping for blockchain, and he's probably the most important person for. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Kevin just posted it. He's probably one of the most important people in the world of governed blockchain. So it's a little hard to read, but if you go through it, I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay, I will. Yeah.
There's also
If
a
you
version.
can.
Yeah, and there's also a version that may be easier for Google Translate. If you'd like, I'll post that too right here. Because
Yeah,
that,
and send them to me on Telegram as well, and I'm going to have them translated into Chinese.
you mean Korean?
No, I mean Chinese.
Oh, okay.
I can't do Korean, but Mira hooked me up with someone who will do Chinese for me.
Okay, I got you. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna send them to you right now, David.
All right.
Yeah, thank you everybody for coming on. It has been almost an hour and a half, so we'll wrap it up. And thank you very much for coming on. Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.